Hi, Sagittarius. I'm so glad you're here. We're going over January's overview, and if you have witnessed any of my monthly readings in the past, you will know that because I do so many readings and energy is constantly changing, I tend to go over overall energies and concepts for the month, right? And a lot of this is done with oracles. And if this isn't your first time, you know that Heidi has mad love for oracle cards. There's always way more oracle cards than tarot cards. And so, yeah, we'll be doing that. So we're going to go over some things, and then I'm going to get, the themes for different areas of your life throughout January. So, honestly, there might not be like specific events involved here, and also go over some opportunities that may be coming in for you. So this may run a little longer. Just saying. And I hope that you tune in for the whole thing. I sure do. And boy, we were talking the astrology today, huh? Because I couldn't get Aries season right. And I appreciate y'all showing up in the comments and sharing all your placements with me. I love that. I don't perceive to be an astrology expert. I'm just a little obsessed with it. So I do know some things. I don't know all the things, Sag. I don't know all the things. So if you haven't had your chart done, a good place to do, there are a lot of free options for you to do that. Astro charts, Cafe Astrology. I always recommend Cafe Astrology because they give you such a long, detailed report on each placement in your chart. So yeah, Sag. We're in the thick of this Mercury bullshit. So, you may notice that today people seem irritable and pissed off, right? And we don't even deal with that, do we, Sag? No, we're not having that. We're not having that. So let's get to it. So first of all, we're looking at how people perceive you and, like how you could work on that. We're going to take a look at your gifts and some gifts you may be harnessing going forward. Because I don't think I did the gifts reading. I said I was going to do it, and then I don't know what happened, Sag. But I've been really struggling with the fatigue with that full moon. Like moon transits really affect me. I don't know why so heavily, but they really do, even physically. Like I get really tired. The headaches are bad when there's full moons and water signs. I'm like, don't even talk to me. I'm so emotional. And, we know Sag doesn't like to really sit in their emotions too heavy. So let's get to it. And just as a, I am actually a Sag, Aries Sag, for anyone who's curious. So I'm a lot of fire. But I have some strong, like, for instance, Scorpio. I'm an 8th house Scorpio, and my sun is there. And I also, Scorpio rules my 7th house with some really precarious energies with Mercury and Neptune. And, those are also in Scorpio. So Scorpio is ruling my relationships, and I'm way confused. But what it really means, especially Neptune will show you the places that you might be a little, moving a little fantasy, Whatevs. And then water signs rule my 12th house too. So I'm a whole mess. So let's get to it. So first of all, how people perceive you is really nice, Sag, because you got invest, starry wreath, and confidence, right? Now, starry wreath is about endings, a perfect ending, crown oneself. There is a lot of energy here in terms of really choosing yourself. That's how you appear to other people. Okay? Now, we're going to get more into that, though, Sag. So people see you as someone who really invests, and isn't that true? Pay attention to the input of resources. And I do feel like people feel like you are confident, and people do view Sagittarius. That is the energy we put out there. Even when we're not really feeling confident, that definitely is our charisma, Sag. That's our riz. We appear confident to other people, right? And, people see you as like how you highly invest, right? But you kind of will leave things that aren't, returning value to you. That, in terms of confidence, that is, you don't mind cutting somebody off if they aren't showing up the way that you feel you deserve, or that radiates with your confidence, right? And you don't mind leaving people alone. And that's very true about Sagittarius. So they definitely see you in your authentic self, because Sagittarius, when it comes to people, will literally put 150% in. We invest in people so heavily. And really everything we do, and so I really feel like that people feel that you're confident because you're not afraid to leave things that aren't investing back into you. And, okay. So what you could work on now is really interesting, because there seems that powers here believe that you are greater than any obstacle. So when challenges come up, you may tend to let them drain you of your own power a little too much. Like, it really affects you maybe in how, like, you may let obstacles deplete you a little bit more, and it just kind of really takes from you, and so, that may be something you want to work on, not being overwhelmed by challenges, and definitely not taking it on yourself, right? So how you can work on that was really funny to me, Sag, because, so first of all, celebration is here. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. The truth is we as Sagittarians sometimes forget that we need fun. We need fun, we need excitement, and a lot of us are very introverted, but, it really kind of charges our batteries to have a good time. And so you might have forgotten that, maybe, but it is, especially in terms of who you spend your time with, because this really resonates to me as like 3 of Cups energy, right? People who like energize you. So, yeah. And get a reading, Sag. I'm not lying. Look, it literally told you to get a reading. Use divination to understand your desires and your path. Okay. Call me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm getting tired too, Sag. So, what are your gifts, Sagittarius? It's really the same thing. And I don't know if maybe you have forgotten that, how Sagittarius will walk away from what isn't serving, right? And it's interesting, because where some people will keep repeating and repeating and repeating experiences and situations, you might overthink them, but you overthink them from a space of, what do I have to do to be ready to go? Like, even if these situations are going on and they're repetitive, you're not going to stay in it forever. So while this is going on, you're thinking, well, where do I put my ducks? Because I want to have my suitcase packed and ready to go. And I think that's really, like, beautiful, actually. So some gifts you're taking into 2024, you may be harnessing meaning working on. You're actively seeking new people. Okay. So time to go is here, community and yin. And I feel like you may be gravitating and even attracting, because that's Empress energy, or not Empress energy. I think that's High Priestess energy. Because it's about emotions, right? I do feel like you're going to be sharing your emotions more so that you can move towards people where you feel safe and you feel valued. And so I'm not saying, like, I feel like that's a thing for Sagittarius. We don't mind sharing our emotions, but we have to be in a safe space. And so I really think you may be moving on towards that. Okay, look at this, Sag. Regeneration, rising from the ashes. There's good stuff coming. You know, there's good stuff coming. And I feel like there's really a big sense of renewal. There's a death and rebirth energy that is bringing you a lot of blessings. And there's really nothing you have to do here, Sag. Time for a nap. You don't just focus on your everyday life. You don't need to do anything. You might want to get more rest. For sure. For sure, Sag. So let's take a look at the different areas of your life, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Now, this is a situation that was underneath the deck, Sag. For some, there has been a dormant situation with someone that you were loyal to, and they were, and if you look, there's a key. It's like, that's finding solutions, right? Finding answers. And I feel like you might be finding out that this person was more loyal than you thought. And this is being brought in by the universe because this is a fated event. Interesting. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. As far as your energy, Sag, serendipity. Okay. You are looking for blessings. You're in a much better flow in terms of you're believing that good things are coming. You're open to them. You're not negative whatsoever. You're actually in this energy of attraction in 2024. So that's very nice. That is very nice, Sagittarius. You know, there's like regeneration seems to be a strong theme for you in 2024. It feels like you're the phoenix. You know, and so for some, there could be like things powering up, you know. But it's kind of like, you can't keep me, it's like that, you can't keep me down energy, you know what I mean? I feel like in terms of relationships, and this is like all your relationships, not just love. This is about your friendships and your family, whatever. I just feel like you're kind of reflective, to be honest. You may be reflective in terms of finding out who's really not for you. You know, who you have to leave behind. And I know that seems like a lot of completion. It can also be just really thinking about the things you've had to leave behind. Particularly like people who play games, because here we're seeing, you know, the chessboard and such. You are attracting new beginnings and maybe even new romance, because come to the edges here, which is the Fool, is also a 9, and 9 seems to be playing a huge role. You know, I've been seeing it in all the readings, right? But this is definitely balanced. Like, this is going to be something peaceful. Like, this is going to be a peaceful partner because we see the egg, right? Because you've taken a lot of lessons when it comes to romantic love. So as much as, it's a risk, is it really a risk? Because it feels like in terms of romance, that's all you're willing to accept. People who want to co-create. That's partnership. Opposed to, and people say, aren't all relationships partnership? No, they're not. They're not all partnership. This is coming together as equals, working on things together, building things together, using the wisdom, in order to invent this. And so you are connecting probably with someone who really wants to build something. And that could be way different from what we see going on out there. It really can. As far as your career and finance, you may be starting new things because yin is here, right? So you're in so much attraction energy in 2024. And just keep in mind that in order to be in that energy, you have to believe that things are possible, right? And definitely in this yin energy of where you know that things are going to work out, right? That the things that you put a lot of work into are going to work out and turn around for you. And if they aren't, Sag, the whole different way you're going to have to move in 2024 is you're going to have to be more flexible about how they work out. Like maybe, you think it should be this way, but you can't be that way because you're going to have to bend. You're going to have to bend, Sag. And I feel like you're really going to see some results in terms of the work that you've been doing, right? Particularly with situations that were just repetitive in your life. But breathe is here with clean it up and go the distance. That means you've really been preparing for the long haul. And now, you can kind of take a breath. You've done all this work, right? And definitely Sagittarius has really been doing all of this clearing work that is going to prove to be really amazing for us, Sag. Really amazing. So let's take a look real quick. You're definitely going to feel like it's a whole new you. That's what the Phoenix energy reminds me of. Let's take a look at this. Sagittarius. Because we do love faded, faded events. Faded events, Sag. We love them. Faded events for Sagittarius. And it's really funny because whatever happened here was meant to happen. Maybe it was someone that you've had a break with. You were supposed to have a break with them. So they could see the value of you. So they could see what a loyal person that you are. Or vice versa. Oh my gosh, Sag, look at this. Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom with the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. Oh my God. And the Page of Swords. Like, it really feels like someone has been waiting for their moment. Wowza. So tell me about time for a nap for Sagittarius. Time for a nap. Page of Pentacles. Someone's been working on themselves. Time for a nap. Laying, growing. Nine of Swords. Somebody here has been working on themselves, which hasn't been easy because they've had this feeling of being alone. And they have been sad. Feeling like, things were never going to work out. Like, I just feel like whatever this person has been going through, it's been long, it's been hard. And Temperance, they're finally starting to see some results, see things come together. This person has really learned how to balance their energy. but they kind of had to leave you in order to do it. And it may be, you know, growth, growing pains, that kind of thing. Tell me about this. Six of Cups. Here we go. Someone from the past. And, you know, there's something about this person, they really turned things around. But they needed this separation to do it. So tell me about this loyal heart. Tell me about this person had a lot of baggage. Yeah, they had to deal with a lot of baggage. I don't feel like it was like your loyalty was ever a question, but there was also a lot of water under the bridge between you and this person. Two of Wands, so you may be coming together to talk. Two of Pentacles, about what's been out of balance. So tell me about the fates. Nine of Wands. Tell me about the fates. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there was just really a sense that you both kind of had to travel your own path. You know, deal with your own challenges. Turn things around for yourself. Oh, okay. Because, you know, it could have been that there was a lack of accountability in this relationship. So there were things that needed to be worked on, but they needed to be worked on separately. Wowza. So we'll take a quick look at where this is taking you. And with the Six of Cups, this doesn't necessarily have to be romance. This could be someone that you've known for a long time. It could be a friend. It could be family, particularly maybe even a sibling. It could be anyone. So, you know, I said what I said. I said what I said. So where is this leading, Sagittarius? And then we'll get on to what opportunities you're attracting, Sag. And I want to briefly, you know, touch on what your focus is going to be in 2024. So where will this take Sagittarius? The Moon. It's uncertain. Where will this lead Sagittarius? But maybe really facing some fears. Eight of Wands. Two, it's going to take you on a new path. It's opening up a new path you didn't even think was possible with this loyal heart. So maybe this is someone you just couldn't see things working out with. And then, boom. Boom, Sag. So, you know, don't attack me in the comments. Okay, Sag. But we're also seeing a lot of new love. So it depends on what it is you're preferring, Sagittarius. It does. So let's see what your focus is in 2024. What is Sagittarius's focus? I had like literally never used this deck, so I thought, let's give it a try. Let's give it a spin. Sagittarius's focus in 2024. And look, for those of you who say I don't shuffle on screen, here you go. I'm doing it. Okay, Sag. I digress. Sagittarius. You page. Okay, what is Sagittarius's focus in 2024? Sagittarius's focus. Yourself, Sag. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You are focused on moving yourself forward, Sagittarius. Six of Wands and Queen of Wands. So it's literally like whatever it is that you're doing is you're focused on bringing it attention. Like gaining, and you do because you're the Queen of Wands, right? Can I have one more card for the focus? So you're focused on yourself and pushing yourself forward to success, right? And getting attention on you, on the things that you feel passionate about. You know, take it to the streets, Sag. Take it to the streets. Page of Cups. Ooh. This could be a new idea that you have, or it could be new ideas in general. But I also feel like you're going to be opening up, right? The Page of Cups is a very open, an open-hearted, dreamy energy, very loving, very affectionate. So, I mean, this could also be about dating and just putting yourself out there, Sag. You know, letting other people see you. Going at it with an open heart, maybe even being open to love and relationships. Anything else about this specifically? Sagittarius. Ooh. Ew. Two of Wands reversed. Why the Two of Wands reversed? Kind of accepting what is done is done. You know what I mean? Things that didn't work out. And so you're like, yeah, you're moving past things that didn't work out, roads you didn't take. And you're saying to yourself, I heard you was looking for me, bitch. Here I go. You know, like really letting yourself be seen is the energy, right? So let's see what obstacles might show up. And then we'll get to opportunities. Yeah, this will be over someday. So what obstacles might be showing up for Sagittarius? What obstacles? Oh, Knight of Swords. Ooh. What obstacles might be showing up for Sag? Energy, maybe? Or things standing in your way? The Death card. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Death card. It's kind of saying that a direction that you were going at full speed may suddenly reach a roadblock, right? Because the Ace of Wands reversed talks about a lack of drive, a lack of passion, a lack of movement forward, a lack of spark. And so it's interesting, but you might change direction. Here, it could be that you're discovering that something you thought you were passionate about, you're no longer as passionate, right? Or maybe just not feeling it because it hasn't been going the way you want it. So what might be a challenge is feeling inspired to keep going after it. So what is the solution? What is the solution here? And you're kind of like, what do I need to change to make this work out? Because I just can't figure it out. Working with others is a solution. It could be working with others, finding your people. And this is where you may have to share your message, Sag. You may have to be bolder, right? You know, because the Hierophant's are very spiritual, but it's also leveling up, getting it to the right ears, maybe even seeking advice, because we see the Three of Pentacles, from someone who's actually successful in what it is that you want, right? They could actually be giving you some really good advice. Hell yeah, Knight of Wands. That makes you feel excited again. It makes you feel the spark again. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And the Nine of Pentacles. Whatever the Hierophant tells you, whoever that is in this scenario, they change the game for you. They tell you about a change to make that brings in your coin. And it might require, you know, more education. Sag. It might. Wowza, Sag. Ooh, and I just got the chill. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. They could just be giving you an idea, Sag. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like, the Hierophant also has that mentor energy. So, wowza. Okay, now, Sag. So let's take a look at opportunities. And this isn't everything that's going to happen to you in 2024. I mean, that's like 365 days, Sagittarius. You know, but this is just kind of a glimpse, really. So what about opportunities in 2024 that Sagittarius needs to be aware of? Opportunities. Opportunities for Sagittarius. I see Sag. Oh, damn. Picked up. That's from all my deck storage being so close together. Okay. Opportunities showing up for Sagittarius in 2024. What are the opportunities? Opportunities from Sagittarius. Okay, Sag. Oh, that's quite a bit, Sag. It was actually like this, Sagittarius. So that's really weird. Oh, endings is here, but it's kind of at a weird angle, so I'm just assuming that it wants to be reversed. Because I feel like there's something particularly, it could really have to do with career, but anything where there seems to be an ending that may happen. I feel like you're going to discover that you have more than one choice. It's like if you want something to work and if you only see the possibility being an ending, you're being shown more choices. So that's not the only choice here. And this has something to do with destiny. You know, that really matches up with you. But you're going to have to be careful, though. Like in terms of these choices, because what's right underneath it is protection. So this could be in the form of the advice you're seeking. It could be like, make sure that like you have some sort of know about whoever is offering these choices, that they're being honest. Okay, that they're honest. Because it feels like you're being given a warning here. You know? You're being led to, some of you could be creating your own business, but whatever it is, the choice you make is leading to your independence. Oh, definitely. Something creative, particularly, which allows you to set your own hours, work for yourself. So there's a lot of entrepreneurial stuff, maybe even online work. But be careful about like these choices, because there's something in there where it says you're being protected from deceit. So maybe not everything is as it seems or is entirely truthful. So you really may want to be careful who you go to, who you take advice from, and whatever these choices are, make sure you do like research about it. You know, don't just take someone's word, is what it's saying. That's interesting for opportunities, isn't it, Sag? It sure is. Okay. Sagittarius. So let's round this off, Sag, with a mindful message. I was going to do timing in this reading and I completely forgot, so we'll skip all that. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius's mindful message for 2024? You know what I'm seeing, Sag, is that you have options. And perhaps like more options than you had before. And I don't just mean that as like a love thing, you know. I mean that as just in life. You like more choices than you had are showing up in 2023. And who doesn't love that, Sag? Who doesn't love that? So what is Sagittarius's 2024 message? What is Sagittarius? Oh, okay, you got a couple, Sag. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journey, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. So I feel like that's you, Sag, embracing your authenticity and embracing the authenticity of others. And so there seems to be a really big theme about being flexible. Interesting. Everything is happening for me and my evolution. I am not a victim of the things that happen. I take ownership of my life and make the best of the challenges along my journey. I see how difficult moments help me to become my best version, and I am thankful for that. So you definitely will be dealing with challenges differently than you did in 2023. I love this for you. And I mean that, though. I mean that. That's like my new saying, and, you know, I know it's not new, but new for me in 2024. So all is well, Sag, and it's looking very positive, and we'll just have to see how everything, you know, unfolds. And I hope y'all stick with me in 2024, because, you know, there will be exciting things happening. Toodles.